Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video on my channel. So in today's video we'll be going through the main completion of the spring season of Series 32, which is the last season, where we also get access to the last car of Series 32, the Shelby 1000. So this came with the Shelby GT500, which we had back in summer over here at the Flex Your Muscles. In autumn and winter we didn't have any new cars, we just had Horizon Backstage passes as a kind of nice thing, you could say. And then this week we have the Shelby 1000, and if you didn't know, the Hot Wheels pack, which was part of Series 32, the Legends car pack, became available just before last week's winter season release, so just over a week ago. So if you haven't got that yet, it's about £7 or £8. If you have Game Pass, you get like 80p discount, which is a bit worthless really. But I did gameplay videos on it, showcasing the cars, and I can guarantee that at least one of them will probably be OP. I haven't used most of them properly yet, so we'll have to see. I also haven't done Online Adventure yet, whoopee, so I'll have to do that this week as well. I don't have to, but I will. So regarding Online Adventure, you just have to qualify for Tier 3 of any of the categories, then you do one per month and you don't have to win it. So win or lose, it marks it gold in your festival playlist. If you don't really understand what I'm on about, then leave a comment and I can explain it more. For the monthly rivals, just post a clean lap. So no rewinding, no missing checkpoints or no hitting things hard. And you don't have to beat your rival, you don't have to post a really fast time. You can crawl around at 10 mile an hour if you want to, as long as it's a clean lap. That's fine by Forza, and fine by me as well. So if both of these count across all 4 seasons, so as you can see, I haven't done the Online Adventure yet, so I haven't got 100% or anywhere near it in the 3 seasons, but once I've done it this season, the percentage will be added on. So if you didn't manage to get 80% in one of the seasons, if you do the Online Adventure and the rivals, it'll add it on and you might be able to get it if you haven't done it already, so don't worry about that. So regarding the Forzathon Shop this week, it's the 2006 Koenigsegg CCX. I can't really say much about that car because I've never driven it. All I know is that they go really cheap in the auction house, so the price won't drop much. And that is for 600 Forzathon points, so I wouldn't recommend getting that from here. I'd more recommend getting that from the auction house because it's only like 94 grand, I think. You've got some pointless red and pink biker boots, which you've had in the past few weeks anyway. You've got usual super wheel spin and wheel spin if for some reason you feel lucky. And then you've got the 1993 Toyota Baja truck. Disclaimer, that isn't the welcome pack, so don't get excited. It's actually the car I'm in now, and it's the car that I'm going to use for one of the stunts. I tested them out the other day. So I didn't know exactly what the objectives were, but I tested out which ones could easily get 3 stars and above, if you know what I mean. So that is the car I'm in now. So if you don't have it, purchase it for 350 Forzathon points, or it's in the auto show for 500,000, or it'll be in the auction house for whatever it is in the auction house, or you'll probably already have it anyway because it's not rare car. But I would highly suggest getting that as well. So other cars we have this season, I'll just stop this from disconnecting. There you go. So we'll go through the stunts in a minute. I'd just like to point out, this is why I wanted to stay in the online session, look how many people are trying to do the danger sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's about 10 people that are trying to do the danger sign at the moment. There's one person that's doing the speed zone, and wherever the speed trap is, there's one person there as well. So the danger sign seems like people are struggling with it, and I can understand why. Because the season objective is quite a lot higher than the 3-star objective. So for relatively new players who don't have really fast cars, it's a bit of a struggle, but that's why I'm here. That is why I'm here, to help you. I did my research and I found 3 different cars for each 3 stunts. They can easily do it. If you need any more help, put it in the comments. As you know, last week I did a tutorial on the danger sign. A few cars you can use for that, and I can easily do that again this week if you really want me to. That is no problem, as it helps people. So, other cars that you can win this season. For 50%, the McLaren F1 is in the auto show, but is a couple of million, so 50% in a season is pretty easy, especially if you just do the easy stuff, if you're not really that fussed. And at 80%, the Lexus LFA. People think it's like the best sounding car in the game. In my opinion, it isn't. So if you comment having a go at me, I won't blame you, because I know lots of people think that it's a really nice sounding car. I can cope with it. But I'm just not a fan of V10s and V12s. The only V10 I like is the Viper V10. It's quite deep. And the only V12 I like is none of them. I just don't like them. They're just too high pitched. They don't have any torque. I just don't really like them. That's my personal opinion. I'm not going to argue against anybody else's opinion. That's my opinion. So anyway, but I know quite a lot of people will be trying to get 80% for that because people like it. I have multiple of them anyway, so it doesn't really bother me, but I just do it anyway, because why not? Then you've got the Alfa Romeo 8C Forza edition in the trial, where Juliet is spelt wrong. I'm not really sure whether that's on purpose or not, but anyway. The Showcase Remix Supersonic versus Superfast, so you're in the Ferrari 812 Superfast against the Jet Fighter thing that's in the picture. All you have to do is beat it. If you're struggling because the car is rear wheel drive, and when the plane goes over you, it kind of rattles your car a bit and you can lose it. Put traction control on. I would normally tell you not to do that because traction control is completely pointless in most circumstances, but if you're struggling then you can do that. And you can also lower the difficulty as well, I think. I don't think you need to be highly skilled, but if it doesn't work then obviously turn it back up. But I think if you just take it carefully and don't like ram your foot down when you go out of corners, you'll be alright with that. For the games, you've got Land Rover Series 3 Forza Edition. It's a bit meh. I've only really driven it stock. Then you've got the brand new Shelby 1000, the Aston Martin Vanquish. I was going to say that's in the auto show, but I don't actually think it is, but I've never really driven it. And the Nissan Pulsar, which is an absolutely brilliant car, so I would highly suggest getting that. So, in the Super 7 this week, last week we had the Lambo Veneno. This week, oh that's interesting, we have the 2004 Subaru Impreza WRX STI. Now you might be thinking, well, Subaru's in the auto show, Shylo. Well, that's where you're wrong, because that one isn't. I think that's like one of maybe one or two that aren't in the auto show, and it's actually a pretty decent car. Now I've never really driven it. I've never really graded it or anything like that. I've only really driven it in A class and stock, but all Subarus are great, so why not? Just complete a set of 7 challenges. You can burn any that you don't want or are too boring, and just complete a set of 7 to get it. After that, you'll just revert to wheel spins or credits. You can only get it once, but why not? I mean, why not? It's only like 10 minutes. And then the Backstage vote this week. Last week, as I expected, the 2008 Maserati MC12 version Corsa won. I'd probably suggest getting that if you don't have it, to be totally honest with you. And this week we have the KTM Expo GT4, never driven it, but I do believe people use it for speed zone and stuff, versus the Hoonigan RS200. Right, I'm not even going to consider what I'm doing here. It has to be this. Now, it has been in the vote before and it lost for whatever reason. Same with the Mosley. But at the moment it's winning. But because people use these in different types of speed zones and stunts, it could go either way. But vote for the Hoonigan RS200 because it's just a better car, really. It can do everything, quite literally. And I'm not joking. Right, now on with the video. So, in this video and from now on, every car that I mention and I suggest for the championships that I have a tune for and that is shared, I will put the share code for that in the description. I spent, the other night when I recorded the Forzathon video, I spent a couple of hours collecting all the share codes and doing my research on the season and stuff, and writing down all the share codes to put in the description. So I shall be doing that because I know that some people ask for the share codes and then I give them and then they don't reply, or people want the share codes but they're too scared to ask, or they can't ask, or they don't know what to do, I'll just put them in the description. Then you've got the choice there anyway then. And it's easy. Same with the cars that I'm going to suggest for the stunts. And I did that on the Forzathon video as well. So that is what I shall be doing from now on. So any tunes, if you don't want to type in the share code, you can search up my gamertag, which is at the top left now. But all the share codes are in the description for ease. So, on with the stunts. So the danger sign, it's one dive and you need 300 meters. Now here's the thing. People quite often do what this dude's doing, and he obviously doesn't know what he's doing because he just stopped dead in, probably got stuck in a tree. Some people kind of go all the way back here and go zoom, and they go through and they hit the fences and they hit the buildings and all of that. What you need to do is, there's a junction, right? So this is the Toyota Baja that's in the Forzathon shop. It's tuned to S2. It's ridiculously fast actually. What you do is you just go slightly into the field here, past these trees, past the railway thing, right, and then you go over here and see these signs here. You can either hit it or go slightly to the right. Now you stay on the right. My game's a bit glitchy, right? That isn't what you do. That's what people get wrong. You need to stay to the right. Now my game was a bit glitchy there, so I couldn't really do anything about that. But you stay to the right. Try not to land on the fences. If you're struggling, you can go a bit further right or clear the fences. When you're in online session, they stay destroy. Then you jump off. And 309 meters. But actually, when I tested it the other day on a clean run, I got about 320 meters or something on the lines like that. So this is, and that was on the first try as well. So this is probably the best car to do it, or one of the best cars. And it's just a coincidence that it appeared in the Forzathon, because I didn't know it was going to be in the Forzathon shop. There's no possible way I could know that. So it was just a coincidence, and actually I'm quite pleased with that. So that is how you complete the danger sign. If you do need any further help, then you can let me know. But that's an easy way to complete it without having to spend ages and ages. Right, now for Pennine Way, you need 185 miles an hour, which is 5 miles an hour more than the 3-star. Now this speed zone is pretty easy, except there's like a little dip in the road around here, and if you're going really fast, sometimes your car can catch air and then you can end up shooting off into this field over here. So you have to be a bit careful. Now you can go both ways. The car I've chosen does it both ways, so that in that sense it doesn't matter. But just make sure that you follow what I'm doing. Now this speed zone is easy, apart from that little jump thing, and in winter it can be a bit treacherous, but I tested it in winter and I still did it, so it works if you ask me. So the car I'm going to be using is the McLaren Senna. It's actually the one we got gifted with the special livery on it, but it's just tuned like the normal Senna. There's nothing different that way. So it's X-Class, it's all-wheel drive, it's basically just maxed out, in other words, but not badly tuned. Right, come on, load, Forza. Hello? Yes. Forza is kind of, yay! Right, I've forgotten what the car is now. Oh yeah, McLaren. So this is the normal, this is the stock one, and this is my tuned one. So it's actually faster than its stock, even with all-wheel drive, and it's better. Right, so let's do this. And I'm actually going to be using this car for the speed trap as well. Right, so you can go from either side. Like I said, there's actually more people doing this now. So you can basically mind the AI, and you can cut this corner a bit here if you're feeling lucky. Right, make sure you don't overshoot that. When you go off the end of this corner here, lift off, don't brake, just lift off. So lift off here, and when you land, you can put the foot down again. And there you go, 195. I'll demonstrate from the other side. So from here you just start from this junction, kind of. Don't go too far back. I'll just wait for the stuff to go away at the bottom. Right, now we can go. So I didn't actually expect this car to be really fast, but out of all the cars I've tested, it proved to be the easiest. Right, so there you go. 188, and that was going uphill. So either way, it can do it pretty easily, if you ask me. Right, now for Cat Bells. So Cat Bells speed trap, 164 miles per hour, and that's just stupidly easy. So either way works. This way you can cut the corner a bit, this way you can not cut the corner a bit. I'm just going to go, well, I accidentally went on the dirt track there, but I'll just drive up to the road, because I'm not rear wheel drive, so I'm not going to be spinning my wheels on the grass. And by the way, for the photo challenge, it's take a photo of any car at Mud Kickers, to save me going back in the playlist. It's take a photo of any car at Mud Kickers, so that's any car, and Mud Kickers is actually where the seasonal playground games are. So either while you're waiting for games to start or after it, you can take a photo there, and that's it. You just need to make sure you're in the area and you've got your car in it. So you can be in the car that you're using for the games if you want. Probably what I'm going to do. So here you go, my game glitched and I hit an AI car. So you can cut that corner a bit if you want, but this car's grippy enough to get round it, like that.
Arrived at your destination.
There you go. I don't know why that guy's doing it in Audi, but it'll probably work anyway, to be honest to him. Regarding the Forzathon, I uploaded a video on that last night. I recorded it on Tuesday and uploaded it last night, so you can find that on my channel, or yeah, just find it on my channel or leave a comment. Right, so for the trial, you win the 8C Forza edition. So it's road racing. Don't ram your teammates. If they're ahead of you and they've got a faster car, let them be. Just don't ram your teammates, because Forza servers are bad anyway. So just don't ram your teammates. So you need an A-class GT car. We had GT cars for the Forzathon in summer or autumn, I think, so you may have needed something faster for that. So, oops, it's not Super GT. So this is the car you win. Now, I've tuned the Alfa Romeo 8C so that it's the same car but not the Forza edition. So it's not ridiculously fast, it's got grip and it's got speed. I think it's a well balanced car. Then the Bentleys are really heavy, but if you really wish to take it, I have a tune on the 2017 Bentley. Basically all I did was put a wing on it, but feel free. The M6 is more or less the same as the Alfa actually, apart from the fact that it has a bit more power, but this weighs less, so it's a bit faster, if you know what I mean. The XKR-S, I think that's probably what the one I'd least suggest with the Bentley. I think I put the share code in the description though. That's the car I use for the Forzathon, and I don't think I've got an A-class tune for that, so unlucky. And then the Maserati is really fast, so, and it's also grippy as well. So the Maserati, the Jag, the M6 or the Alfa is what I'd suggest. But if you're really feeling lucky, then the Bentley. But I don't believe I put the share code for that in the description. Unless I did, I can't remember. Right, so next. So for the games, which is down at Mud Kickers, like I just mentioned, you win the Series 3 Forza edition, and you need an A-class Extreme Off-Road. So for this, you don't have to win, so do not quit. Do not quit. Even if you're losing, even if you feel unhappy because Forza cheated on you or somebody's cheated, do not quit, because there is no need to quit. You win anyway. If you want to go back and do it again afterwards, just do it, but don't make your team bad because you've quit, if you know what I mean. If you get disconnected, I understand, because that happens all the time, but just don't quit. Don't go in the pause menu and quit. It just makes people mad. It's pointless. Right, so anyway, enough of that. So, cars you can use. Now, the bowler, I did have a tune for it, which it was when I just started tuning, and for some reason I re-12 swapped it and I put all this rubbish in, and I don't really know what I was doing, to be honest with you. So I updated the tune a couple of weeks ago, so it's now more grippy, it's faster, it's got the stock engine in it, and it's just better. It's just better, is what it is. And I stuck a Velocitor's livery on it. The Ford Ranger, that's very grippy. It's not very fast, but it's incredibly grippy. But it's alright for games because you don't need straight line speed in games. The Honda Baja thingy-majig is quite good, very bouncy, so it's got good for mud kickers. The Trailcat, it's, as you can see, it's tuned to S1, but I do have an A-class tune for that. It's virtually stock because there's not much you can do to it in A-class, but it's still pretty good. Good suspension, same as the Honda. They're both very soft suspension. What else have we got? That's very tippy, incredibly tippy actually. I remember using it a couple of weeks ago when we had, well, maybe about a month ago now when we had it, and oh my god, the amount of times I tipped it and had to get respawned was insane. Genuinely. This is the car I was using for the thingy. You can A-class tune it if you want. I don't have an A-class tune for it, but feel free, because it's, just make sure you all-wheel drive swap it for goodness sake. So I'd probably suggest the Toyota, the Trailcat, the Honda, the Ranger, or the Bowler. I don't know whether I put all of the share codes in the description, but just if I missed any and you want the tunes for it, just let me know in the comments and I'll reply as soon as I see it, or as soon as I can reply. Obviously if I'm in bed I can't reply because I won't see it. Now the championships, so this is one where you win the Vanquish for England and you need a B-class car from the United Kingdom. So in other words, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, England, or part of Ireland to be true. Right, so filter it to country, then filter it to B, if you want to, of course. Right, United Kingdom. Right, so the Vauxhall Lotus Carlton, that's quite a good car for what it is. That's so stupid. This is really fast. The little Lotus screaming along. The Jag is really fast, not that grippy, but pretty decent. I've got two tunes for the Land Rover. One's got a big engine in it, so it's built for straight line, and one's got more grip, and that's the one that's on it now. So you can choose between grip and power, depending on what you're feeling, if you're feeling lucky. The Corsa, Bentley, no. The Mini's really grippy. Once it hits about 110, it's a dead line, but it's okay. The Fiesta, that's a games tune. Oh, we're in United States now, numpty. So yeah, I'll probably suggest the Land Rover, either of the tunes, whichever you want, the Jag, the Lotus, or the Vauxhall for that one, out of many that you could choose. Right, where's the next one? Right, cross country, Muddy Marvellous. This is one where you're in the Nissan Pulsar, and you need a B-class retro rally. Again, we're racing rally cars in cross country for whatever reason, but I'm not going to question it because we won't get an answer. Retro rally. Right, so the Escort Cosworth, I think I have two tunes for that as well. So one's got the turbo rally in, and so it's more quicker, and the other's built more for handling and grip with the, I think it's got dirt tyres on it, so it's a bit more grippy. Whichever you want. I don't know whether I put both of them in the description. No idea, to be honest with you. That one, I might have put the code for that in the description, but it's more a games tune, so it's not really good for racing. This is the car you win, but I do have a tune for it, and it's actually really good. The Peugeot, well, Peugeot 205 classic rally car. The Legacy is really fast. As you can see, it's got tons of power and torque. That one's just a bit, yeah, actually, it's good. And that's the better version of that. That's a really old one. That's the better version. So you can use that as well if you want. Whichever you're feeling lucky with. And finally, road racing, Shelby coming around the mountain, where you win the brand new Shelby 1000, and you need an A-class modern muscle. Yay! Whatever you do, don't take rear wheel drive, and drive it properly. Right, where are we at? Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, what am I doing? I thought I'd clicked it and it didn't select it. Right, there we go, finally. Right, so that's got an S1 tune on it, so you can't take that. Right, the Charger Hellcat, that's a really good one. Really fast, considering I all-wheel drive swapped it. The Mustang RTR Spec 5, I have 2 tunes for that, but this is the updated one. So, if you have it, it's not an auto show car, but if you have it, it's really, really good. That's just stock, and when I all-wheel drive swapped it, it made it A800. That was for cops and robbers. Oh, there's the GT500. Oh yeah, the HSV Gen F GTS, a bit meh, and it looks disgusting. So I'd probably suggest, if you really want to, that, or the RTR Mustang, or the Hellcat. Just make sure it's all-wheel drive, please. And if it's rear-wheel drive, turn on traction control. Actually don't, because it doesn't do anything. Right, so I guess that's it, guys. Sorry that this video's a bit longer. I went a bit over the top with the explanations, but I hope you found it helpful, and I hope that, well, yeah, it helped, and that you're able to complete things and get your 80% or whatever you want. So if it did help, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. We're currently at 56 subscribers as of recording, so thank you to all of you. Please help me get to my next goal of 75 subscribers. We did the 50 sub Minecraft stream the other day. When we get to 75, it'll be a bigger and better stream. No streams this week, but we'll be back on with the streaming in summer. So summer of Series 33. The Forza monthly live stream, or the update 33 live stream, will be on Monday. So stay tuned in for that on Forza's Twitch or YouTube pages. I might do a video on that, or I might just include it in the Forzathon video like I normally do. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the comments. I'll reply to it as soon as I see it. And I hope you have a good day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.